Effortless Qigong. In this live, I'm doing a Monday movement motivation. This is an experimental live where I share some motivational guidance and ideas so that you can make the most of your Qigong practice this week. Every week is a great time to practice Qigong. It's always a good time to stretch and to move. And so let's talk a bit about how we can set our mindset this week so that we can commit to practicing, even if it's just a couple of times this week or if it's more, and how we can carry some of that energy that we cultivate in the practice into the rest of our day. All right, so I'm drinking here this sort of, I don't normally drink coffee, but I'm experimenting with this mushroom coffee. So it's got a lot of nootropic, sort of healthy immune system, energy boosting type mushrooms with a coffee. So I'm enjoying that here this morning. What do you drink in the morning? I usually drink tea. I'm a big fan of green tea. This is something new I'm trying. And I'm also really into herbal teas too. Okay, just a quick note. But anyway, that's beside the point. Let's dive into this Monday morning motivation. So let's think about why. Let's explore this idea of why exercise, why move. I think it's so important that we exercise and practice qigong because qigong helps with clearing stress. And as we're building up stress in our lives, it's so important that we're maintaining that and clearing that stress. And I think qigong and that movement fits into a lot of the other life systems that we have in place that help us to clear and manage our stress in life. And so this week we can dedicate some of that time to noticing, how we feel in the morning when we don't exercise or move, and when we do get up in the morning and move, noticing how we feel. And for me personally, I find I like a balance. Like for me, I really find when I can, getting up and going for a 20-minute run really helps my morning. And then I also really enjoy doing breath work in the morning and then my qigong practice. So those three things I find help, and they address different aspects of why I move. I like moving in a wide variety of ways, and I find that there's different types of exercise for different types of reasons. So when we're doing a qigong practice, it's more of we're focusing on stretching and breathing and mindful movement. It's more easy to do, and it's also a really light way of bringing some energy and vitality into the morning, which is why I just released that new routine here on Effortless Qigong, that 15-minute guided morning routine, which you can try this week. And I think that's probably the best way to go about qigong, especially in the beginning, is like you get up in the morning and you try a routine. I think qigong morning routines are really great because you can do them in your house. You don't have to worry about changing your clothes or getting sweaty or anything like that, because qigong is so easy to do. It's so effortless. And so you can get up, you can stretch and move, clear stress without having to, shower and prepare and do all that stuff that normally you would have to do in a qigong, or normally if you were to run or lift weights or do something more intense. That's one of the nice things about qigong, that actually makes it more convenient. And it's important to in qigong for morning routine, like I talked about last week, what we're really trying to do is activate the nervous system, the energy. We're trying to stretch and bring some warmth into the muscles and nervous system. And then we drop into that flow, right? Which is part of that mindful movement, part of that energy circulation that we're doing in a qigong practice. And so that's what's so nice about doing it. There's so many fantastic things. Let me know in the comment section if you are subscribed to the channel and if you are practicing qigong, because it helps me kind of guide what I'm going to be talking about here for the next little bit. For me as well, I've noticed I really enjoy doing breath work in the morning. And especially like an energetic, activating breath work helps to wake me up in the morning, get me going. Um, it helps me tune in. And also, I think what's great about doing these things in the morning is that you're actually opening up the lungs. You're reminding yourself what it feels like to take a full deep breath, and then you can kind of carry that energy into the rest of your day as well. Um, if you're waking up in the morning and you're feeling stressed and you do, let's say, 20 minutes or 30-minute Qigong session for clearing stress, that can be a great way to start the day because you're already, you're saying to yourself, like, I am committing to managing my stress today. The next thing would be that you're actually addressing the physical and energetic aspect of the stress. And then you're going to have that sort of primed as you go into the rest of your day, which can really help. I think Qigong is a complementary practice. So, in personal development, let's say you are dealing with stress on something you want to work on, the movements and the breath, self-massage is one aspect of it. And then obviously the other aspects of dealing with stress involve, taking action, solving problems, working on your cognitive process and how you think about things. So I think it's important that we put our practices in the right context and understanding that, when it comes to improving your sleep or clearing stress or having more energy throughout the day, we want to make sure that we understand that no one exercise solves everything that makes up, the solution to a particular part in our lives. So that's important to say as well. But, um, you know, I think something as well for me that I can forget because I practice these things so often, that if you have not practiced Qigong in a while, and then you do it and you notice that benefit of clearing the stress and, oh, it feels so good to stretch and to move and wow, I feel that in just 10 minutes, that can make a big difference. Um, you know, if you're I find sometimes too, if you're practicing Qigong regularly, you might not always notice how it does make you feel, but you notice when you don't do it, and then if you stop doing it for a while and you come back, you notice that big difference and change as well. Okay. So yeah, um, hmm, 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 hmm. Uh, Another thing to think about is how exercise is going to affect our longevity. Um, like our habits over time do affect how we age. And one of the things that's so great about a Qigong practice is that it's so easy to do that you can really do it at any fitness level. And because Qigong is preventative maintenance and it's so good for longevity because in terms of longevity, if we are breathing and we are managing our stress well and we're stretching, all these things correlate with longevity, which means as we age, having more energy or more flexibility, being able to move. Um, and they found that people who practice Tai Chi, yoga, these types of things, as they get older, they're more resilient to falls. Also Qigong, because it's dealing a lot with the lungs and breathing and the immune system. It's also great because we were able to deal with environmental stresses more effectively. And the more often that we breathe and regulate our emotions, it also allows us to sleep better. Something that is known to affect sleep is like if you're constantly stressed. So that's another reason why you might even want to do Qigong in the morning because if you can notice how it does clear stress. It can probably help improve your sleep as well. They've shown that like how you breathe throughout the day does affect how you breathe when you sleep, and how you breathe when you sleep plays a big role in the quality of your sleep as well. So yeah, all the things are kind of connected. Pretty interesting. I also admit that I'm in these live streams this morning. I kind of just thought I would throw it on and go live. I don't have notes in front of me, so that's fine. The more I go live, the more I practice, the better I'll be able to communicate. But I feel like the core of what I'm saying here has value, and if it's planting at least a seed in your mind today to motivate you to stick to your practice, then that's really the goal here today. Okay, so as I'm rounding this up, my main motivation of today is practice Qigong in the morning and see how you feel. I think it's a mistake to not exercise in the morning, and Qigong makes that exercise easy, and you can do it even if you're tired. You can do it at any age, any fitness level, and you're going to get lots of great benefits, like, for example, increasing your mobility, clearing stress, and activating energy. Also, there's some light strengthening exercises that are great, and I do put those into my morning routines, so make sure you try them out and you enjoy them. More routines are being filmed and will be coming out in the future. So if you do like routines, if you're practicing and following along with my routines, make sure you leave comments letting me know what you liked about them and what you didn't like about the routines, because then I can adjust as I go forward. And then to wrap things up, of course, Effortless Qigong Elevate has launched, which is my premium library. You can try the 14-day free trial. And if you're new to Qigong, check out the 7-day Qigong challenge as well, because then you get to see what it's like when you practice Qigong on a regular basis. And that can be really insightful to see if this is a practice that fits you and your life goals, your health goals, your lifestyle, your movement preferences. I think all movement is fantastic, whether it's yoga or running or lifting weights or kettlebells, whatever it is, dancing. For me, I like Qigong. I like to teach it because it's part of my mindfulness and my health practice. So yeah, if it works for you, you might as well try it and see if it works. You can find the link on my YouTube channel, Effortless Qigong Elevate, which is actually a web app. So it's pretty cool. You can actually just, without downloading it, you can have the app on your phone, which is pretty cool, or on your computer. You just save the web app. It doesn't really download, it just creates a link, and you can watch it at any time. New routines are being added on a regular basis, routines that will not be added to the YouTube channel, in terms of like 30-minute routines, lots of eating routines. There's some floor routines I'm adding this week, or one floor routine. And also I'm once you sign up for the Effortless Qigong Elevate, we have the community section, which is growing. I'm posting things in the forum, and then I also message you guys and see how you're enjoying the app, and I'm working to customize the app for those who are members. And once the trial finishes, it's pretty cheap too for the year. So, and right now there's a 25% discount, which is amazing. Okay, guys, I'm rounding up this live, and I'm gonna go film some routines. I'm gonna keep doing lives regularly. I don't know if it's every day or not, but that just keeps me going, and I really want to get better at doing these lives. So I'm gonna keep on practicing. And that's how it works for me. It's like every time I make a Qigong routine, every time I make a live stream, every time I make a short here on YouTube, I get better at them. I'm just going to keep on doing that so I can motivate, inspire, and share these wonderful ancient practices for a modern audience in the West. So stay well, stay healthy, practice Qigong, whether it's mine or someone else's. Move that body, stretch, breathe, take care of yourself, open up your energy, explore your energy system and your emotions through whatever ways make sense to you. And I'll see you in the next video. Peace.